pouring into something that you really believe in. The more you give, the more you'll get out of it. Yay! Before we get started today, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that this is a difficult and dark time in the world for many of us right now. And I am coming into all of these readings with that understanding and awareness. And nothing that is shared here is intended to mitigate whatever else might be going on in your life at the moment. I see tarot as a way to empower oneself to be able to see things more clearly and know exactly where to take action when maybe the next best step isn't so clear. So with that, we will get into our readings for this month. Thank you. Sagittarius! Welcome to your April reading, but of course the message is for you anytime you might find it. As always, we'll be using our classic Mystic Compass spread, starting here at the north. This card will represent the area of your life that has to do with housing, finances, career, etc. And then we've got an action item to follow. Over here to the east, we've got our thoughts, mindset, focus, dreams, as well as an action item to complement. Down here at the south, we've got our passions, our belief systems, anything that gets us really fired up, that gets us going, and our motivation, as well as a corresponding action item. Over here to the west, we've got our feelings and emotions, anything that is touching us in a deep emotional way, as well as an action item that corresponds. Finally, we've got one card in the center to tie everything together to show us what exactly we are looking at as the main point of the reading of this month and how everything is interconnected. Let us get started with your first card to the north. This is your housing, finances, career, could also be healthcare. Ace of Swords, new beginnings. You're thinking about new things. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're taking action on them, but maybe you've just recently thought about a new career path, or you've thought about a new place to live, or you heard a conversation and it got you starting to think about different places to live. It could be something like that. So we're in the thinking stage, Sagittarius. Let's see what your action item is. King of Cups. King of Cups. So this is total mastery over your emotions. This is a gentle, masculine energy of holding emotional stability during these thoughts, during any potential change. So this is not necessarily excitement, but there's a balancing of the emotional aspect along with the thought of what is to come, of what is new. This is exciting, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for you in the east with our thoughts, thoughts, dreams, anything that we're focusing our energy on. How exciting, the Star. This is a new opportunity, hope. This is also a new beginning, but this is pouring into something that you really believe in. So this is it's learning how to have hope that is based in reality. So you're really able to find a dynamic. You're able to play on dynamics in ways that would be for another person difficult to see the way that you're seeing it. And this is all in your mind. You're still thinking about things. This is a very thought-provoking month for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what is your action item over here. The Moon. So this is pretty incredible. We have the Star followed by the Moon. The Moon falls directly after the Star in the Major Arcana in the tarot deck. So this is an immediate step up. And so what are we doing with that hope? we're putting action into it in terms of breaking free from old patterns, identifying what are the cycles, what are the cycles that are helpful to us, what are the cycles that are not. Okay, this is interesting. This is also the moon is also associated with the water element, just like we had up in the north over here. So having it here is really, there's a lot of emotion coming into your field this month along with the thoughts. That's very clear here, Sagittarius. You have a lot of thoughts, but you also are feeling in new ways or bigger ways than possibly you have in a very long time or ever. So this is really interesting. How are we applying the recognition of the cycles? And this isn't just an unfounded hope. This is a hope for different types of cycles, for different types of patterns, and you're able to do that with a lot of. You're not doing that totally alone. You are able to find other people that are in the same, wanting the same things, and also wanting to break cycles. And this is like a huge life transition for you right now, where you're looking at like big picture items and bigger milestones in life. Like, what is something that you're hoping for right now that you haven't had this much hope in a long time, in years, or possibly in your whole life? And what are these big cycle shifts that are happening for you now that have never really appeared for you before? Sagittarius, this is huge. You have so much change happening for the better, and I'm sensing that you're approaching life in a really different way right now than you have in the past. Let's see what we have for you down at the south. This is our spirituality and belief systems, like large systems in place, but also things that we're really passionate about. King of Pentacles. So interesting. So we had our King of Cups earlier in talking about really managing emotions and how we approach and being emotionally stable, and how we approach our emotions, but that in terms of our housing and finances. The King of Pentacles is also representing housing, finances, career, and having complete control over that area of our lives. But with its placement here in the south, this is more of having control over stable pieces of stability or perceived stability that can contribute to a more fulfilling spiritual life. So, for example, having earning a livable wage so that you are able to pay for spiritual advancements and things that you want and desire in life. So you're able to afford financially to pay for other opportunities that will advance your spiritual growth and your own spiritual path, and your connection to spirit, and you're able to contribute financially to that area of your life because it's important to put in something. You have to give something in order to get something, right? The more you give, the more you'll get out of it. Let's see, what is your action item over here? Page of Wands. So this is a spiritual messenger of sorts. So like I was saying, maybe you have found a program that you really resonate with, that you're feeling that you do want to contribute financially towards, and you're really wanting to support a certain influencer or creator in their program offerings. Or it could be that you are that person, that you've built up your educational background so that you can be that sort of spiritual messenger for other people. But this is an alignment of the practical and the ethereal. So you really want to have this practical experience and foundation so that you can progress further upwards in your spiritual experiences. Let's see what we have over for you at the West. This is your emotions and feelings, even though we've already been talking about emotions quite a bit. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. So we've got another Wands. This is reaping the benefits that you've sown previously. So you have put in work towards your emotional intelligence and towards your emotional development, personal development, and things that you're feeling into. You've contributed to things that you of which you are passionate. You are able to receive some spiritual messages, and right now you have spiritual messages coming for you, letting you know exactly the moment when it is time to take advantage of those seeds that you've planted long ago. So you might have a message coming in from an unexpected text from a long lost friend or a phone call. You might start sensing animals more. You might start hearing the wind speak to you to give you those messages of when it's time to act. And you're going to know based on how you feel in the moments with that action. This is you're going to have those opportunities to really sense what is the correct time to move forward. And it could be something like knowing when to show kindness to another person. It doesn't have to be something big, but it could just be knowing when to show compassion to another person, when to lend a helping hand, when there's a cause that comes into your awareness that is important to you, that you feel strongly about. Let's see, what is your action item over here? 4 of Wands. This is beautiful. So more wands. You have a lot of wands here. So there's a lot of spirituality happening for you this month, Sagittarius. You're also a fire sign, which is the element associated with one, so I'm not surprised. But here with this 4 of Wands, this is a reckoning of community, of intimate community. So this is building a homestead, and it can be a literal home, but it can also be a feeling of home with someone that is important to you. And that can be an actual residence, or it can also be in other spaces like at work, or in certain social settings, social groups, special interest groups, that sort of thing. And this is experiencing unity. And with this placement here, the focus here isn't the building of that thing. It is what is the feeling, or what are the feelings that you get in that process, and how can you use those feelings to carry on benefiting you in future endeavors. So this isn't just a one-time only situation. This is something that you can carry on into the future. Okay, we have one more card tying it all together for you for the month, Sagittarius. Let's see what it is. Yay! It's the 3 of Cups. Celebration. This is extreme happiness, joy, celebration. This is acknowledgement of all of the difficulties that you've overcome. This is acknowledgement and celebration of the accomplishing of goals, of being in community. And this celebration is not done by itself. This is done with other people. So it's important to share your joy, just like your sadness and your despair. It's important to also share joy with other people that are closest to you so that you can celebrate together to amplify that celebration. It's not it's not just a whisper like, yeah, I did this, I accomplished this thing. It's a real celebration overall, and a recognition of all that you truly have done. And this is a celebration that is coming from a sense of feeling, not just from your thoughts. It's, of course, anyone can make a list of tasks that they've accomplished and goals that they've accomplished, but this is more than that. This is how you feel in your body when you recognize how far you've actually come. So some of you are gonna need to do a 5 senses meditation. I might make a future video on this because I think it would be really helpful for people to actually see it done. But the idea is that you take this opportunity to, and you want to set aside a good amount of time, at least 30 minutes, to really get into it. In some of the better sessions, I think it can be done in 45 minutes to an hour. It could even be drawn out further than that, but you want minimum 30 minutes to really sit with yourself and go through this. And so you want to go through your 5 senses, your sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch, and you focus on how each like what each sense is perceiving as you recognize a certain event. So in this case, we're talking about celebration. So we are celebrating, and we're taking a moment to pause and say, okay, what do I see in the celebration? Who is, and you want to, and then you ask those questions that would answer that first one, such as, who is around me in the celebration? Are there food and drinks? Where are we in the celebration? Are we at my house? Are we at the beach? Are we on vacation? Are we at the workplace, in the office? Are we at a friend's house? Anything. And then what else do you see? Are there balloons? Is there cake? Is there ice cream? Is there a barbecue? Is there pizza? Whatever the thing is. What type? And then you want to move on to, what are you hearing? So what sounds do you hear? Are there nature sounds if you're outdoors? Are there children playing around? If you have people inviting their kids, do you hear conversations among other people? Is there music playing at this event? And what type of music is it? Is it just sounds, or are there lyrics playing? Do you have a live band? That could be something. And then move on to your smell. What smells do you have at this event, at this celebration? Are you smelling the barbecue or whatever other food is cooking? Are you smelling the wind in the trees? You know, maybe there are flowers around and you can smell the flowers. Maybe you smell the perfume of the person right beside you. So these are the types of things that you're focusing on. And then, how does it taste? What are you tasting at this event? Of course, there's the food aspect, but how does the celebration taste? How does the feeling of celebration taste in your mouth? And then how does that move about your whole body? And then you want to finally see what touch is available at this event. What can you touch? What does the event feel like with actual tactile sensations? Is there a pool? Are you swimming? So are you touching water? Are you feeling the breeze on your skin? Did someone come and give you a hug? Are you touching an award? Did you win an award? So you're holding the award in your hand. These are all different questions to ask yourself as you go through this meditation. Sagittarius, I would love to hear how this goes for you. If you try it out, please comment below. I would love to hear any details that you'd like to share. I will see you again next time. Thank you so much. Bye. Please be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for a fuller picture of your month ahead. Thank you. Bye.